Hi, my name is Terry and I'm with Portland Parks and Recreation Fitness Program. Today we'll be doing power yoga, and for this you will need a couple of blocks and I recommend some water. I'm wearing a mask just to be safe. If you're practicing yoga around others, I recommend a mask or something like that, or a face shield, and also sanitizer. So because we're doing power yoga, you want to make sure, first of all, that you're in condition to do that. We'll be doing some things that involve back bends, so make sure that your doctor is okay with it. Modify exercises as needed, and make sure you have plenty of space and the equipment that I mentioned. Grab your water and let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start with some hip stretches in our power yoga class. So we're doing bound angle. Have my feet held by my hands, and we're going to slowly come forward if that's possible. Anytime I'm doing back bends, if you feel there's some issue in your back, I recommend just coming out of it or avoiding the stretch altogether. So we're on number 3, coming forward, and number 4, and 5. And so if you're new to power yoga, it's basically going to move a little faster than a regular hatha yoga class. We're now coming into dragonfly, and so we're still working on stretching out the hips. And to start with, see if you can grab your toes and lean forward a bit. Sometimes people can place their heads near the floor. If you're that flexible, go ahead and do that. So just holding this for a bit. And then we're going to go over to the right side and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the other side for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to come into table. And so table is the start of cat-cow. So on hands and knees, and you want to have your hands directly below your shoulders, fingers spread wide, and your knees stacked below your hips. And so we're going to try to do 10 of these. So what you're going to do is inhale, arch, head comes up, unless you want to keep your head in a neutral position for neck issues. And then round. So you're doing inhale, exhale, and we're going to do, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. Okay, so from here, we're going to be doing child's pose, but this is a class with a lot of movement, so we're doing the child's pose with movement. If you prefer to hold your child's pose steady, you're welcome to do that. So we'll take the knees apart for this one, and fingers still spread wide. We're going to inhale, exhale, come back. Again, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And if you are wearing a mask, I know it's not the most comfortable way to breathe, but normally in yoga, you want to breathe through your nose with your mouth closed. So we're slowing down a little here for Cobra or Bhujangasana. And so you're going to point your toes, make sure your knees are in the mat, squeeze your butt, inhale, lift up. And so your stomach will come off the mat, but the pelvis will not. Exhale, lower. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. And one more time, inhale and exhale. Perfect. All right, so from here, let's come into plank. Fingers spread wide still. Lift your knees off the mat and let your core do some work. So you want your abdominal muscles to be lifting your core up so that your butt is up and not sagging. So we're going to take a couple of breaths here. Take an inhale, exhale back into downward dog. You can move your hands towards your feet if you need to. And we're going to pedal into this as we warm up into our first downward dog. You want to try to have your head between your elbows. And so we're going to do something a little bit different with our dog from here. You're going to kind of roll forward into plank. Use your core to do this. And you're going to lift your heels. So inhale, come forward into plank. Push back, dog. Inhale forward. Exhale. That's number 2. We'll do 5 of these. Inhale 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Take one foot forward, the other foot forward. Now we're in forward bend. And if you have some extra clothing on like me, might be a good time to take care of that. Okay, so we're going to hold this for a little bit. Those of you with back issues, it's okay to bend your knees if you need to. Inhale, come up into flat back. Exhale, lower. Again, exhale, lower. Inhale as you lift. Exhale, lower. And again. Now we're going to inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale through the center, hands in front of heart chakra. Inhale, lift up, hands behind you. This time clasp your hands, open your chest, lower your shoulders. Let go of that. Again. And again. Perfect. Inhale, arms up overhead. We're coming into chair, which is a squat. Back version of chair, you can straighten your arms and bring your back farther back. And that's to protect your back. Okay, look down. Notice if you can see your toes. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Another chair. Lower if you can. Exhale. Again, lift. And exhale. Perfect. Okay, so from here, you're going to take your right foot back, left foot back. We're in downward dog again. And this time we're going to vary our dog, but a little different than we did the first time. You're going to bring your knee to elbow on one side, and then you're going to cross over. So here we go, lifting the right leg up, elbow, 2, 3, 4. Crossover. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Other side, same thing. Inhale, lift, elbow, 2, 3, and 4. Crossover. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Okay, lift the heels, roll forward into plank. This time we're going to do a low plank. One elbow down, other elbow down. Lift up into regular plank using your core the whole time you're doing this. Exhale, lower. Again, lift. One more time. And see if you can hold this just a little bit longer. Drop your knees. Lift. Again. 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. Now bring your knees back down. We're going to do that moving child's pose again. It's time for 5. Back and forward. It's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. Okay, so from here, take your right foot forward, left foot lifts back, left knee, and we're in runner's lunge. And so from here, you're going to do 10 of these, and this is what it's going to look like. Knee back, knee forward, but then the back knee comes down. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Back into dog. And stretch. Take the other leg forward with that knee bend into runner's lunge. Set it up. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Let's come forward into forward bend. You can grab your elbows, move from side to side. Lift up into flat back and lower. Inhale as you lift, exhale, lower. Again, lower. This time squat down into chair and exhale. Again, inhale, exhale. Again, and exhale. Okay, we're going to take our blocks, and this time you're going to take your toes out toward the edges of your mat. We're going to end up in Malasana. And so to start with, you're going to raise your block over your head. We'll try this for 15. Okay, overhead, and then come down into yogi squat. Again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now we're going to hold our yogi squat, elbows between the knees. See if you can press your elbows into your knees. And you want to try to keep your chest upright as you're doing this, hands in front of heart chakra. So we'll take a few breaths here. Doing well, really, from this point on. Okay, back into dog. All right, so we're coming into crescent, right foot forward, inhale, lift up. And this crescent is going to move. So inhale, exhale. We're in cactus arms. Again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Down into dog. Left foot forward, crescent. Inhale, exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Back into dog. Okay, pick your heels up. We're rolling forward into plank. And one elbow down, other elbow down, low plank. Regular plank, low plank. Again, regular plank and low plank. Drop your knees and lift. All right, this time, one foot forward and the other foot forward. Forward bend. Really release your head. Be careful of any back issues. You can always add a bend in your knees. Slowly inhale, lift up. Hands behind you. Open the heart and the chest. And lift up again. This time we're going to come down. Inhale, lift up, standing split. Exhale, lower that foot behind you. We're in crescent again. We're going to hold this for a little bit. Turn into warrior two. So front heel in alignment with the arch of the back foot. Roll your shoulders back. Look out in front of your front hand. Fingers together. Reverse warrior. So you want to stretch this side out. And we're going to exhale down into triangle. You might want to use a block for this. You can keep the block high, bring it low, or just have your hand come straight down. If your fingertips are touching the mat and not all your fingers reach, I recommend a block. You're going to lift your arm, other arm straight up. So I have left foot down, left hand down, right hand up. And for a little more stretch, you can bring your arm reaching over your head. So that'll take the stretch nice and deep into the hip. Okay, we're going into side angle. Bring the block in front of your ankle. Arm up or forward like triangle, like I just did, but you do have options. If you have back issues, another option is to just rest your hand on your lower back. Okay, so 3 arm options. Now what you're going to do is turn your back foot so that it's straight. Then lift your left arm, and we're in a slight twist. Hold this for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. Okay, so now you're going to come forward again. And we're in our forward bend. Inhale, lift, flat back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale and exhale. This time, inhale, lift your left foot up, standing split. And slowly start to lower that foot behind you in crescent. Remember, the front knee is bent. Inhale, lifts your arms overhead. Take a few breaths here. And we're going to turn warrior two. This time you can see me better. Front heel in alignment with the arch of the back foot. Roll those shoulders back so that your shoulders open. Hands together, look out over your forward hand. Perfect. Reverse warrior. Stretch out that side. You should be feeling a stretch that might go deep into your hip. And that's a good thing. Exhale, we're coming into triangle. So that's the straight leg in front, arm overhead. And remember, you have the option of keeping your hand in the back. Okay, option 3, arm reaching in front of your head. Perfect. Side angle. Block in front, and you can always do this without a block. Somehow I can reach this inside, not the other side, but it feels a little more comfortable for me to do it this way with the block. So remember the arm positions, this, that, or that. Okay, we're going to turn, do our foot turn. Left hand goes down, right hand comes up, and the twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. Okay, let's take that foot forward and really kind of release this, all that you've been doing. You can take some nice big breaths if you want. And slowly come up and down. We're going to do that Malasana movement again. Block overhead. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Perfect. Okay, you can actually use this to sit on if you want, if you need a little break. Otherwise, hands come in front of heart chakra and lift your chest up, lower your butt. Perfect. Okay. We're going to take one foot back. So for me, that's the left foot. And now we're going to come into lizard. That means you're going to drop your knee. So my left knee's drop. My right foot, toes are pointed out toward the edge of the mat, the right side of the mat. You can do a really deep lizard if you want and reach forward. We'll take 5 breaths here. And we're going to bring that foot forward and then the other foot back. Do the same thing. So remember to drop the knee. And again, you can reach forward if you want. Five breaths. Okay. Almost done with the standing stuff. We're going to come into goddess. So toes pointed outward. And then I want you to have your arms at right angles or cactus arms. We're going to lower and then reach up. Lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to do something called the truck driver. I've mentioned this in another class. So the arms come out wide and it's like you're driving a big steering wheel. It kind of looks like this. So what you're going to do is, have to think about this and this and this, and then your side stretches as you do this. So 1, 2, bending that knee on one side, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go for 15, 12, 13, 14, 15. Perfect. Okay, arms up, and I have my thumbs pointed backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower your arms, and this time it's going to go straight back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're going to stretch out finally before we sit. You can take your blocks if you want, or just bring your hands straight down. Again, if you find that your palms are reaching up and your fingertips are touching, might be best to use blocks. So to start with, we'll stretch at our hips. Just come straight down in this wide stretch. And then slowly start to walk your hands forward. And always, if your back starts to bug you, just come out of it. So you're going to hold this and breathe for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And back. Perfect. Okay, so now we're going to come onto our butts. And keep your blocks with you. We're going to do the boat, right? So start by sitting and hands up. You can straighten your legs. You can try that. You can also do this with a slight knee bend. So we're going to hold this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Grab one block. 1 to one side, then the other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Okay. Going to come down on the back. And this time, block goes between the legs. So grab it with your hand, then your feet. We're on 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Perfect. All right, so we're going to come into bridge. And you want to get your fingers down, so your hands flat, palms face down. See if one of your fingers, like your middle finger, can touch your heels. And inhale, lift, clasp your hands, and we're going to do some pulsing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. I'll do this one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Release that. And a little bit more for the abs, legs straight up, arms straight up, lift up, not forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower one leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the other leg. And you can always flex your feet when you're doing this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. All right, we're going to do a little bit of cool down now. Lift your left leg towards your chest. Release. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And again. Grab both knees and see if you can pull your knees closer to your chest. Perfect. We're almost done. Great job, everyone. Okay, this is called half of happy baby. So one leg goes up and you grab your foot from the outside. And then you feel this stretch happening here. And then in your hip. Release that. And the other leg, same thing. Take a few breaths. And we're gonna rock forward again. Come back into cat-cow. A few cat-cows. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Again. And finally back into that moving child's pose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And last but not least, cobra. Point your toes, bend your elbows. Inhale, lift. Exhale. And squeeze your glutes. And again. Perfect. Okay, so that was our power yoga session. Thank you for joining me today, and my name is Terry. So this class is added to the Portland Parks and Recreation Stay and Play video series, and that's available to you free on YouTube. And make sure that you press the like button and comment with any feedback or questions. You can also find more videos at portland.gov/parks/stay and play. And I will see you next time. Bye.